Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So it looks like the conversation surrounding Cheryl Miller and Caitlin Clark is heating up once again. After the backlash and debate that followed her earlier comments, many fans believe Cheryl Miller is now softening her stance on Caitlin Clark. Social media has been buzzing for days, and it appears all that attention may have reached Cheryl Miller directly. Now, people are questioning whether she's walking back some of the remarks that sparked so much discussion in the first place. At the same time, the Indiana Fever are heavily promoting their upcoming Pride Night event. While organizations are free to celebrate whatever causes they choose, many basketball fans are saying they simply want the focus to remain on the game itself. The discussion around the event has created plenty of reactions online, adding even more attention to an already busy week for the franchise. We're going to break down Cheryl Miller's latest comments about Caitlin Clark, the fan response, and everything else making headlines. Let's get into it.
You go, Sue. I mean, I agree with Caitlin, what she said. This happens more often than not. I agree with her on that.
Oh, yeah, she definitely has a microscope on her. Honestly, I think it's just more of the same what we talked about yesterday, which was, for me, coach-player relationship matters. What is allowed, I guess, between that relationship. But it comes to a point where I think an area of growth for Caitlin is these moments of frustration. When she's frustrated on the court, when she's not getting the calls, when she's getting calls against her. These are areas, all players, when things are going your well and you're playing great, this is, yes, of course, you win games. I think championship teams, I think great players, they find ways when it's not going their way. That's when you know you have like a championship DNA inside of you, when you're frustrated and you can find ways. So to me, it's more about that, right? Like, how are you going to handle that moment next time?
Yeah.
And you know what? I've got to say one thing about Caitlin, and sometimes I have to remember that she is young, Sue, and the amount of pressure that is on this young lady, and she's coming back, from her injuries and living up to what everybody expects her to be and do and whatnot can be a little bit overwhelming. So I'm gonna give her some grace, and she's right about one thing. I know I've been in situations like that before. It's never played out publicly like this was, but I can understand where she's coming from a little bit.
Yeah, the camera hasn't been on huddles like the way it is
No.
now. Like I literally, we were
absolutely
talking
not.
backstage. I have stories on stories about moments like this, but the camera wasn't on you.
True.
Now, a lot of fans have been saying for a long time that Sue Bird has never fully embraced Caitlin Clark the way they expected. Whether that's fair or not, that perception continues to grow every time another controversial moment pops up. People point to situations where guests have taken shots at Caitlin Clark, and Sue Bird has rarely stepped in to push back. Instead, critics argue that she'll laugh it off, keep the conversation moving, and then later have Caitlin Clark appear on the podcast, helping bring attention and viewership to the platform. That's why many fans feel frustrated. They believe the support has never been as genuine as it appeared on the surface. Right or wrong, that's the conversation that's happening across social media right now. Then you have the situation involving Cheryl Miller. I'll be honest, a lot of people were rooting for Cheryl Miller. Many fans believed that if anyone would understand what Caitlin Clark has been dealing with, it would be Cheryl Miller. That's why some of her previous comments caught people off guard and created so much backlash. Now, after days of criticism and debate, some fans feel like Cheryl Miller is trying to soften her stance and walk back some of those earlier remarks. They believe the reaction was stronger than expected and that the pressure eventually forced a response. For many supporters of Caitlin Clark, the disappointment comes from feeling like someone they respected didn't see the situation the same way they did. And once that trust is shaken, it's difficult to get it back. So now the question becomes, is Cheryl Miller genuinely clarifying her position, or is she simply responding to the criticism? You guys let me know what you think, because this debate doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. Now, let's move on to what the Indiana Fever posted on their official X account as they promoted Thursday night's Pride Night event. The organization shared a message celebrating the occasion and encouraging fans to attend the game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The post emphasized themes of inclusion, support, and community while highlighting Pride Night presented by Salesforce. As expected, the announcement generated plenty of reactions online, with fans expressing a wide range of opinions about the event and the promotion surrounding it. Regardless of where people stand, it's definitely become a topic of conversation heading into Thursday night. Let's take a listen.
I mean, love is love. It's all any type is just amazing.
Pride to me just means number one, honoring and authentically who you are.
Being your true self, just showing up how you see yourself and how you want others to see you too.
It showcases, just people's values, what they value, and being able to showcase that to the world is really important to define who they are as a person.
Creating an inclusive environment is important. To me, it's important to our organization, being respectful to others who have equally that pride in themselves, and embracing and elevating those who don't yet.
You might go somewhere else and it's like shone upon. So I like how they include everybody. I mean, I wore the flag up there, so you're gonna see me with my flag on.
It's important to create a safe space, and I think that's the biggest thing, is making sure that everyone feels safe and included in whatever we're doing. Just come as you are.
Look, at the end of the day, I really wish we could just focus on basketball. That's where I'm at with all of this. I don't care who anybody wants to date. Men, women, whatever your preference is. That's your business. Seriously, it doesn't affect me one way or the other. Everybody has the right to live their life however they choose. But as a basketball fan, my main concern is what happens on the court. Right now, the Indiana Fever are sitting at .500, and there are clearly a lot of issues that need to be addressed. That's what I want the conversation to be about. I want to talk about the offense. I want to talk about the defense. I want to talk about why this team hasn't consistently looked like a championship contender despite having so much talent on the roster. Instead, it feels like every week there's another promotion, another event, another activity getting attention. Pride Night, special contests, entertainment segments, community events, you name it. And that's fine. Organizations do those things all the time. But from a basketball perspective, fans are looking at the product on the floor and asking questions. The biggest question remains the same. How do you maximize Caitlin Clark? During Caitlin Clark's rookie season, it felt like there was a clearer understanding of what the team needed to build toward. Now, fans are wondering why there still isn't a system fully centered around her strengths. That's the conversation people want to have. Can Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark consistently develop chemistry in the backcourt? Can Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark become one of the most dangerous pick-and-roll combinations in the league? Can Aaliyah Boston get more opportunities to establish position inside and dominate the paint? Can the offense flow more naturally through Caitlin Clark as a primary playmaker? Those are basketball questions. Then you have the coaching discussion. Many fans continue to debate the rotations being used by Stephanie White. Some believe Caitlin Clark spends too much time on the bench during critical stretches of games. Others think the team is still searching for the right combinations and lineups to maximize production on both ends of the floor. Again, that's basketball. That's what people are passionate about. That's what gets fans talking. The Indiana Fever have one of the biggest stars in sports with Caitlin Clark. Expectations are naturally going to be sky high. When the team struggles, fans are going to look for answers. Nobody is saying organizations can't host events or celebrate different communities. That's part of modern professional sports. But from the perspective of many Fever supporters, the priority is simple. Put the best possible product on the court. Because right now, a lot of fans feel like the Indiana Fever are capable of much more than what they've shown so far. They want better execution. They want more consistency. They want to see Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston and the rest of the roster playing at the level everyone knows they're capable of reaching. At the end of the day, that's what most basketball fans came to see, the game itself. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video.